Hey, now it's the Rob from 106.1 Kiss FM. Here with my tag team partner in podcasting, live from Viperville. And literally, we can say live because technically, at some point, this is a live stream on YouTube.
It is. If they catch it at the right time, is it published immediately?
Yeah, well, it's technically live. Like, I think people can actually tune in and watch the thing live if they want to, although I'd rather put, like, fine-tuning touches on it before people do. I know at one point someone was watching us live last week, I think. So people do kind of check in on what's going on here.
That's awesome. That's what we want. We want more people to watch it.
Welcome to, I don't care if you watch it live or, just you watch it whenever, as long as you watch it and you appreciate it. That's all we appreciate. So thank you very much. Okay, this is the big episode. This is the first predictions episode for Jerry Valeri, and it's a big one. It's going to be a mouthful.
I'm excited to be part of the prediction show because you and I do our own predictions before every pay-per-view anyways.
Yeah.
But now I can lock it in officially with post-to-post.
And, you just used the magic word. I was thinking we need to get like some sort of lock to be our championship for predictions because it's fun to make it kind of a battle.
Right. This isn't going to work. We'll have to get a real lock.
No, that could work.
No, because it's written on a piece of paper that has news stories on it. Like, it's not.
Well, we'll need to get two because if I win, I need to have a lock here, and if you win, you have to have a lock here. Now, I have a idea for this.
Okay.
Now, here's the idea for the lock-in championship of post to post. You can lock in, and obviously you're locked in by the time of our predictions episode. If you want to lock in before the predictions episode, that's totally cool. And you can even be rewarded for that if there's a tie. However, once you've locked in, you cannot unlock.
No.
Okay?
I love to unlock.
I know you do. So that's why you can predict up until the predictions episode, but by the predictions episode, they all become locked.
But when you use the words locked in.
Locked in. Now, so let's say you lock in on the main event, the day after the pay-per-view before it, and I want to wait until the predictions episode, and we've got a tie at the end of SummerSlam.
I win. Because
you locked in on that main event, I think you would win.
Okay, good. Well, I've locked in on this main event, so I feel good about that.
Well, I think the rules start today.
Okay.
We'll just lay down the rule. We'll figure out something, but we'll call it the lock-in championship, and we'll try to find some sort of lock or something to lock in on. Right.
That sounds perfect. And I feel like we're going to disagree on enough that we won't have a tie this time.
I may have a lock-in kind of sound effect. Hold on. I should get like an actual lock-in, but hold on. Does this sound kind of like a lock?
That's a gun.
But it's a gun. Yeah, it's a gun cocking. But it kind of sounds like you're shutting a padlock.
Right.
For every time we lock in on something.
If I have to watch SmackDown Live every Thursday, we're going to need that sound effect because I'm going to shoot myself.
All right, let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot of matches to get through. I forgot, this might be 7 hours of wrestling. I forget, is the pay-per-view 3 or 4 hours? You told me today it might be 4.
I think it's 4 o'clock. I think it starts at 7 o'clock Eastern. I think it starts 7 o'clock my time. So that means a 6 o'clock pre-show. It's like almost like a WrestleMania.
See, I thought the pre-show was 2 hours, but I don't know if the show is 4. I don't know how it works, to be honest with you.
They have 11 matches to get through.
I'm not watching 6 hours of SummerSlam.
No.
But okay, so yeah, we've got 11 matches. You want to go through the order here?
Yeah, let's do that.
One gave me a really hard time, but I think we'll have enough differences here. By the way, for this particular episode, because we haven't established the lock-in rules yet, here's the way it's been going so far with former hosts. Is the tiebreaker is whichever match is the most recent disagreement, as in whichever disagreement airs last. That's who wins if there's a tie.
Okay.
All right?
I can do that for one time.
Okay. All right, what's the first match you want to talk about?
First match. 6-woman tag. Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi versus Natalya, Eva Marie, and Alexa Bliss.
Okay, I have thoughts about this one. I didn't need to think long and hard about this one. Did you?
Nope. Not really. It's funny. I think that they're going to want to make this like a feel-good thing. They've been doing a pretty decent job of actually making Eva Marie relevant. But I see no world where they win. I think Carmella and Becky Lynch and Naomi get the win.
I disagree wholeheartedly, and I was hoping you would say that. I think this will be to get Eva Marie's heel character over and with a win.
Okay.
So I strongly feel the heels will win this match.
That's good. So we have a disagreement right off the bat.
Right off the bat, baby. We've got a disagreement, and I'm coming for that lock-in championship.
Look out. All right. The next match is Cesaro and Sheamus. It's the first in their best-of-7 series.
This one I feel like is a coin toss. I think the bigger question is who's going to win the best-of-7.
Right. And I can give you that prediction too, but I think that the first match is going to go to Cesaro.
Perfect. I think it's going to go to Sheamus.
Oh, here we go.
But
I think Cesaro wins the best-of-7, by the way.
I think that too. But okay, I'm going to say win 1 goes to Sheamus, and the best-of-7 series goes to Cesaro. So it sounds like we agree about that second part. So we're already 2 disagreements in. I prefer the disagreements if you can't tell.
Yeah, we're doing great. The next one, do you want to alternate who gives their prediction first, or do you want to just keep going the way we're doing it?
I don't even remember where we're at.
I forget.
Yes.
All right. The next on WWE's website, I'm just going in their order. Intercontinental Championship, The Miz versus Apollo Crews.
All right. What do you think?
I think I'm sick of Apollo Crews' smile. I wish he'd get a little more edge to him.
That's true. And I've been saying that literally since day one with him.
The picture here, I don't know if you can see it. Like the picture annoys me of him smiling. Like, let's see here.
I mean, obviously, I'm familiar with the smile. It's all we ever.
It's like his 8th grade yearbook photo. It's the worst.
All right.
I think The Miz retains.
I do too. I think that Apollo Crews could be a future Intercontinental Champion. However, I feel like there's going to be more of a feud and more of a more substance to it when he actually does win.
Yeah, I think him having the Intercontinental Championship doesn't do anything to strengthen the belt, and it doesn't really do anything to help him yet. Whereas The Miz brings legitimacy to that title on that show. Yeah,
for sure. All right, we're breezing right through these. What's next?
We're cruising. I clicked the link and then I screwed everything up. Okay. I'm excited about this match. Enzo and Cass versus Jericho.
All right. I agree. I'm super excited for this one. What do you think happens?
It could go either way because the heels getting a win here would be really cool. And I love Kevin Owens. He's one of my favorites on the roster. But I also love Enzo and Cass. And it's in Brooklyn. That's their home base. I just think the hometown guys get the win on this one. I think Enzo and Cass win this match.
Oh, I love this. Because I think Jericho wins.
Yeah.
I really do. I think the question here is this going to be an ongoing feud or a one-off? And if it's going to be a one-off, I think Enzo and Cass win. If it is a ongoing feud, I think Jericho wins. And I don't think it's going to wrap up on Sunday. I think it's only going to be another chapter on Sunday. I think the heels will squeak out a victory, and we will see Enzo and Cass look to defend that victory over the coming weeks.
I would love for that to happen.
I say.
I would love for that to happen, but I think at some point they're going to put Enzo and Cass in the tag team title hunt.
I agree. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be over the next month.
Yeah, you might be right on that. You may be right. Or okay. I may have gotten them all right so far. I feel like I'm the answer key.
Listen, I'm loving this. We couldn't have written this any better. And oftentimes we agree.
Next tag team match, WWE Tag Team Championship, The New Day, without Big E, against Gallows and Anderson, the Club.
Gonna go with New Day retains.
I really want to go with New Day retains. I've thought about it. I even told you yesterday. I'm going to go with New Day retains because they're so close to a year of having the title. Why would they pull it from them before that? But Big E's not there. They injured Big E. What if they injure another one and they take the belts? I think the Club wins the Tag Team Championship at SummerSlam.
I can't believe this. I thought for sure I would have bet all the money that you were going with New Day.
This one I don't feel great about, but it could be one of those surprise I looked at all my original predictions and I was like, I don't have any titles changing hands. And I said, this is the one that's going to do it. I believe it. I think the club's going to end up winning the tag team championships.
Yeah, I was aware of my bold predictions as far as I don't think I have any titles changing hands either, but I don't see the club winning yet. I do think they want to get them there, and they've done a great job over the past few weeks. It just feels a little early.
Ring postitis will strike again.
All right, what's next, bud?
All right, next. Women's Championship.
By the way, here's Jerry's locking in on New Day.
On New Day losing.
Oh, yeah, it's on the New Day match. Yeah, exactly.
Locking in. Women's Championship, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte.
All right, I think Sasha retains.
I think so, too. I think that Sasha retains. At some point, Charlotte's going to have the belt again. And I see them feuding on and off until the end of time, probably. I mean, they're the two money.
Listen, they started a whole wave of something. Something special happened when Sasha won the title on Raw about a month ago, and it would be so foolish to unplug right now while she is hot. You had some. It's very rare that a women's title change feels special. But correct me.
Although they had something super special when Bayley showed up, and they haven't put her on WWE television since.
Well, right, but that wasn't a title change, and that wasn't really focused on the title. I think that when Sasha won the women's title, it was one of the most special moments in the history of that championship. You don't really get that very often. It would be so stupid to end this prematurely.
Right, I agree, and I think Sasha Banks retains.
Locking in.
Locking in. Her chunk. U.S. Championship, Rusev versus Roman Reigns. They gave us a 5-star Reigns match at, not to be confused with an actual 5-star match like the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match.
And Evansville 9.
Evansville 9. I'm talking Evansville 9. State College 10. They gave us the match that I won at SummerSlam at Raw. So I don't know what they're going to do. Although Reigns winning cleanly on Raw tells me Rusev's going to keep that belt.
That's the surefire sign. That's the surefire sign that, I mean, if you would not have had that match on Monday, I would be happy to lock right in on Reigns winning. But I think that because he won the Lana's Honor match, there's no way he wins back-to-back and gets the title too, which is fine because I think he's good chasing a title.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be the U.S. champion. He has enough heat, good or bad, and enough skill to walk around that roster and be legit in his matches without a belt. I think Rusev, we saw him with the belt before, and he was top-notch. When he lost it, I think Rusev needs the belt. And when he has it, he adds some ferocity to it.
Yeah, I actually think he's a great U.S. champion.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. So I think we both agree Rusev retains. We're locking in.
Yeah, locking in. Here's the proof.
Next, WWE World Championship. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler.
This one became tough over the past several weeks. I saw SmackDown, and holy cow, is Dolph Ziggler on fire. Holy cow. He's on fire. Did you see his promo?
I loved it.
Darn
it, I liked it.
That exclamation point at the end with that super kick out of nowhere. My God. That made it really hard for me to stick with my prediction. I was wrestling with this one, although this was not the hardest one for me to predict. I'm going to say Dean Ambrose retains. Sadly.
I'm saying the same thing.
Okay, we're both locking in.
We're locking in on Ambrose. I just think that they have to see that Ambrose is the most over on that roster. It's SmackDown. Let's not gamble yet with Dolph Ziggler, but Dolph isn't going away. In fact, I think Ambrose retains, and I would like to see these two continue.
Look at you!
Through SummerSlam, through Survivor Series.
I'm cool with that. And I want to say this, while I'm locking in on Ambrose, I am fully supporting Dolph Ziggler. I would like him to be SmackDown's champion.
Yeah, I don't hate him now when he comes out. I don't know what happened.
That's good. That's good. That means you're open-minded about it. You're open to, saying you were wrong about this. That's cool. He's not so bad. He's not. I mean, I just assure you, he's been fed crap. He's been fed garbage and eating it. There's so much talent under there. I get that people haven't been feeling him, but I still think he's got so much potential, and I think he'd be a great champion for SmackDown.
Right. I never said that I was wrong, but
Well, I mean, but with these predictions episodes, we can get stuck in the mud sometimes, and that's not good. Listen, when Roman Reigns started kicking some butt over the past several weeks, I was happy to say, you know what, he's doing something. I'm not gonna say I was wrong about him though, to be honest with you, but he's in a good spot.
I tried to support him back in January, and that went to crap. Didn't work. So
he really made you regret that
one. Now we're really starting to agree. We agreed on Sasha Banks. We agreed on Rusev, and we're agreeing on Dean Ambrose.
Okay, yeah. I hope you've been taking. I can go through this and take notes again, but I kind of forget some of the disagreements already. But okay, we've got a lot. That's plenty already. As long as they're genuine.
Versus AJ Styles.
This was the one this morning as I was going through the card. It's the only one I had blank. I filled in a name. And I've spent a lot of time this morning thinking about it. I would say over the past month, the one I spent the most time thinking about has been Orton and Lesnar. But the one today I just could not come up with a winner for is this match. And the name I'm locking in on, and I have no confidence in this choice.
Let's do it on 3. We'll do it at the same time.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3. AJ Styles. All right, we agree. We're locking in. I don't have confidence in that, especially when it's against Cena. But I feel like Cena's got a busy schedule coming up. I feel like he might not be around so much. AJ probably will be. They want to keep him looking strong. And one of the notes I took from SmackDown last night, and I watched it last night. It was Tuesday. When I was watching the show, I really felt like when he dove in on Cena with that phenomenal elbow, the flying elbow, and he cut the heel promo on Cena, and he's hanging and banging with Cena, he really feels like a star, a main event headline guy who is championship material in the biggest wrestling company in the world.
And tell me that come Royal Rumble time, Road to WrestleMania, that AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose for the World Championship doesn't sound like money.
No, it does. It really does. It could be. Although
I do think Bray Wyatt will be the first heel on that show to get the belt.
Who knows if AJ will be a heel at that point? Who knows? He's very versatile like that. But he is doing such a great job, even on SmackDown. Congratulations to him for just coming over and just proving all the naysayers wrong.
Yeah, the SmackDown roster is really stepping up, and when we first had the draft, I was like, oh, they're in deep crap. But it seems like they're picking it up.
Yeah, SmackDown has not been bad since the draft. That draft was brutal, and that first episode thereafter was brutal, but they've stepped it up since then.
But The Miz has, and Ambrose is Ambrose. Dolph Ziggler has definitely stepped it up. Bray Wyatt has stepped it up, and AJ Styles is killing it. And John Cena, I know everybody loves to boo him, but I like John Cena. I didn't always, but
I love him in the spot.
My son loves him, and that's that.
Well, I like him where he is. I don't like him in the main event. I don't like him with the championship. I love him in just a story-driven feud. He's so good. So we both locked in on AJ Styles.
Right. Now, I'm surprised that this is not the main event. I mean, we know what the main event is. It's a non-title match. So we'll start with Finn Balor, Seth Rollins to crown the first WWE Universal Champion.
All right, I'm gonna defer to you first.
I locked in on Seth Rollins a while ago, so I'm going to stick to that. I think Seth Rollins is going to be your Universal Champion, but I don't feel great about it. I don't feel super confident. It could go to Finn Balor. I think that would be awesome, actually. I like Seth being a crybaby and chasing the title, but I miss him having the belt. He never really lost it, and he would have stayed champion a while longer had he not gotten hurt. I think he gets the Universal Championship.
Okay, locking in?
Locking in on Rollins.
All right. I feel like if you would have asked me last weekend, I'd agree with you. Over the past 6 days, over the past 14 days, that no longer makes sense to me, and I'll explain why. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't do a senseless decision, but I'll explain to you why it doesn't make sense anymore. Look at what you've done to establish Finn Balor over the past, we'll say 2 weeks. You could really say the past month, but the past 2 weeks, you've made him something really special. And with what they did with the entrance on Monday, while I did feel that they wasted, I think everyone feels that they kind of wasted it. It would be so foolish to have him established, to establish him as something so super duper special. I think that losing cleanly would be a real setback. And I don't think that makes sense anymore. And I'm locking in on Finn Balor. If we would have done this predictions episode last week, I would have said it's definitely going to be Seth Rollins.
Look at that. And I don't feel bad about it. And if you end up being right and winning the locked-in championship because of this, I won't be upset. I would like to see him win it.
Yeah, I think that I actually have become confident in this.
Okay. Well, so there it is. And I wonder if we're going to disagree on the last one.
I think we
the
might.
Main event. Rob, 15 years in the making.
Yes, 15 years in the making, exactly. All right, Jer.
Brock Lesnar or Randy Orton? Suplex City or Viperville?
You asking me?
It's Brock Lesnar.
It's Brock Lesnar. It's Randy Orton.
It's Brock Lesnar.
It's Randy Orton.
It's going to be Brock Lesnar. And I've read all of the internet blah, blah, blah about Bill Goldberg maybe showing up and causing him to lose. It's Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry. Did I say Brock Lesnar? I meant Brock Lesnar is going to win. He's going to win.
RKO out of nowhere. No, I don't think anything about Goldberg. RKO out of nowhere.
You think that he'll not only win, but it'll be clean? Because I've been reading everywhere since the WWE 2K17 commercial where Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar make fun of Bill Goldberg. I've been hearing that Goldberg's going to show up, and that's going to be a big surprise. But,
I'm not locking in on Goldberg showing up. I'm not locking in on clean. RKO out of nowhere doesn't mean clean necessarily. Like, say, for example, Goldberg shows up, distracts Lesnar, and then an RKO out of nowhere. That's not clean.
No.
But I'm locking in on Orton.
Orton is going to win the match. You say that.
Yeah, I think that he's the victor.
We super disagree. Super disagree.
Perfect. Okay.
Super disagree. And if I look at it right now, of the 11 matches, we disagree on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
Okay. So
the majority of matches are a disagreement.
Perfect. But we both have reasons. We're both genuine in our disagreements. And like I said, if there is a tie, the most recent, the whichever match goes last, or that we disagree on, is the tiebreaker.
Which will either be Brock Lesnar or Finn Balor or Seth Rollins. If you were booking it, which would you have be the last match? The Universal Championship or Brock Lesnar or Randy Orton?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't eliminate necessarily the world title either.
They're not putting Dolph Ziggler at the end.
I think you're probably right, but that should be the big title, I feel like.
If they do put it at the end, then you can guarantee that Dean Ambrose is losing that match.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. But you know what? Okay, I'll lock in on. I don't know what goes last.
I think it's going to be Brock and Randy. I mean, that's the money match. That's their match. Yeah,
you're probably right. It wouldn't shock me if it's the Universal Championship either. Okay, well, that's neither here nor there. I guess. Wait,
it doesn't matter because I'm getting all 11 right. I'm getting all 11 right. You are going to be Viperville by the end of this, which is ironic since I think Viperville is going to get Suplex City'd.
Well, let the games begin because it is time for SummerSlam this weekend. Jerry Valeri, is there anything else you want to say?
I can't imagine Paige was on steroids. I assume it was just diet pills and cigarettes.
I think she got it by I think she got it injected. Hold on, let me stop this stupid music. I was gonna say she may have gotten it from sexually transmitted steroids. You know, I don't see Paige going and doing whatever she was testing positive for. But you know what? She's become so weird and annoying to me. I don't need her. I really, if she decides to leave with her boyfriend, good riddance.
STS, sexually transmitted steroids.
Hashtag STS. Exactly. Yeah, you know, we can talk more about Dolphin Page next week. We've made our predictions. Let's keep it on that.
Wrap it up. You asked about anything else? That's all I wanted to say. Let's go.
Yeah,
hit the music.
Yeah.
Hit my music.
For myself, the Rob, who's going to be the first ever lock-in champion of Post to Post, and my tag team partner, Mr. Jerry Valeri. Thank you so much for your help. We will talk again on Monday when we review SummerSlam. Enjoy SummerSlam, everybody. We'll be back on Monday.
All 10 hours of SummerSlam. Enjoy it.